Are TPUs the next game changer, or do they still need time? Let's hop into this. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Ridebold YouTube channel. And if you're new, this is where we ride fast and we ride smart, but we ride bold. Yep, and on today's episode, we talking about TPUs. Now, disclaimer, these were sent to me from Magene, and I didn't pay for these. They wanted me to do a review on these. I actually reached out to them, was like, hey, I see nobody's really talking about you guys TPUs like that. I would like to try to put them to the test, see how they are. I never rode on TPUs, so hey, if you don't mind, can you send me some tubes? And that's what they did. But I'm gonna keep it straight 100 with you. I'm for the community, and I'm also for the community safety. So I got some pros and some cons. We're gonna hop into that. But let's get into these TPUs. What is Exar? Exar is a sub company to Magene. Magene is a Chinese company that's been around for a while. They got a lot of different products on their website, from wheels, power meters, to bike lights, to a heart rate monitor as well. And now, they got their TPU tubes. So I'm gonna leave their link in the description. You can go ahead and check that out. Well, TPUs, everybody's, raging about the 34 grams or 35, whatever. So I took them out the box, and yeah, these came out to be 36 grams on the dot. I normally run latex tubes, so with the latex Vittoria tubes, they come to about between 80 to 85 grams. So you're looking to save, for each tubes comparison, about 50 grams. So if you got a pair of tubes of these 36 from 85 or 80, you're saving about 100 grams a pair. How did these perform? Well, let's hop right into the first day of me actually riding on these. So far I've done 35 miles on these TPU tubes. First impression so far, it's wet outside, so I kind of lowered the PCI, and I'm running on clinchers. So I lowered it down. Normally I'll run 85 in the front, between 90 and 95 in the back, depending on the weather. So today I pushed it back down to 85 and then 80 in the front. So the roller resistance, I can't tell. I have to give my legs some rest. I just did a race, a pro race and stuff like that, so legs are still kind of a little fatigued, but they seem like they hold speed, but I really can't tell at this moment. So day 2, about to hit my Pasadena climb, just to see, does these tubes really make a little difference? Does the weight of these tubes make a difference? 36 grams TPU plastic tubes. One thing I can say about them though, they are a little harsh of a ride. Yesterday I had my PCI, my front tire down to 70, my back tire to 80 because it was wet. I normally go front tire 85, back tire 90. So I put that in there today, and instantly I can definitely feel the difference between that and the latex. It's just a little harsh of a ride. So I mean, I'm on an aluminum frame, the LA Sprint, so just the aluminum gives a harsh ride, but I can feel the difference in the tubes. I'm gonna see if I can PR this climb. I feel a little better from yesterday, so let's see what's up. Really tough, but I think I PR'd the whole up and down the climb. Again, I'm not a scientist. I'm gonna do one more test with these tubes on a major good group ride that's fast, which is Montrose. Y'all seen that? If you haven't, I'm gonna put up a link at the top where you can click on and watch one of those group rides there. So far, knock on wood, when I see one and I stop, but no flats. That's all we need to know. No flats. I'm gonna stop at the bike shop. get Esteban's opinion on TPUs, latex, regular tubes, and tubeless. Let's get over there. The question of the day is your thoughts on TPU tubes, latex tubes, regular tubes.
Tubeless, baby.
And I know you're gonna be a big fan of tubeless.
I don't understand why people are using tubes, honestly.
As long as you don't have when you're riding in LA, just go tubeless. But if you go somewhere
let's take
else,
tubeless out of the situation.
I mean, honestly,
latex.
TPUs, regular tubes, or latex?
I've only used latex and regular tubes, and the latex is definitely a nicer feel. I haven't used the TPU. The latex is just more supple, like, almost like tubeless.
You get different colors too.
Tubeless is like by far the.
Toby, what about you?
I don't know enough. I mean, I'm just a fan and a romantic person when it comes to products. I'll just say latex.
Latex!
Exactly, latex.
Golly.
As long as you're
Leave a comment below. TPU, latex, or regular tubes?
latex. You get to say
Inner tubes, not condoms, inner tubes, guys.
So with these Exar tubes, they have 3 different versions of the valves. They have a 45, a 60, and then a 75. So depending on your wheel length or depth of wheel, you can be able to choose your wheel. So my back wheel is a 56. So instead of just going with a straight 60, because you gotta have some room to put if you wanna pump up your tire. So I went with a 75. And I think a 75 is a good range, especially from a 56 depth of wheel, and I think my fast forwards are 60. I also did one of my Saturday group rides, which is Montrose. That we're gonna jump into for sure. So let's start with the pros and the cons, and I'm gonna start with the pros. Now, roller resistance. These have some really good roller resistance. After I, took a day off and and really put my effort into it, yeah, I was able to get up the climb just as fast if I was on a latex. And then for the main group ride, I seen that I was able to maintain speed. Now, there is some type of difference in the latex where it almost feels like you're gliding in some form. So you don't have to continuously putting on the pedals as much. So with these, you just gotta, just maintain your pedal stroke as much as possible. The weight is, you're looking at 36 grams. Now, if you got a pair of these, and with the latex tubes, you're saving about 100 grams. If you got the black tubes, you're saving about at least 150 to 180 grams. That's a big difference. If you ride on the black tubes like most normal cyclists out there, you would find and see and feel the extreme difference in those tubes. Now, the next pro to this is the packing. Like, you take it out the packet, they're so small, like you can put at least 4 of these tubes inside your saddlebag, and then your saddle will still be light. That is really, really good, especially when you're climbing. So those are my pros for these TPUs. Now let's hop over into the cons. First con is there's no extension valve, that you can't add an extension to the valves. So if your wheel depth is at 80, you can't put nothing attached to the valves. Is whatever you get is, you purchase, that's what it is. The next con is I did get a flat, but that was probably most of my fault, because after it rains out here in California, man, the next day it's like you got to figure out what new pothole you got on the street. So I wasn't kind of paying attention, and my back wheel hit the pothole. But the thing about that is it didn't automatically go straight to a flat. But I probably lasted another 3-4 miles before I felt that. I was like, man, my back wheel is low, it's squishy. But what I did is added a patch to it for that day, and I was able to make it back home. And then I think the next day in the morning when I checked to grab my bike, the back tire was flat. So, and the patch that I have is normally for the latex tubes and the regular black tubes. Because these tubes are plastic, I don't think the stickiness to it actually stayed on these tubes, because these tubes are plastic. One of the things is, hopefully, and I didn't have any patches that came inside these boxes so I do hope Magene or Exar can, figure out what type of patches that actually stick to these TPU tubes. And the last con that I have, and this is more of an opinion, is these tubes, one tube is $18.90. Now, in comparison to other TPU tubes, they're between $25 and $35. I'm never paying $25 to $35 for one tube, and then literally put it in my tire, go across the street and get a puncture. That's a waste of money. For regular people that get the black tubes, the regular standard black tubes, those tubes are like $5 to $8 a tube. Now, if I compare, people will probably say, that $18 is too much. Now, you would definitely see a big difference between these two tires, the regular black tubes and these TPU tubes. Now, my opinion is, I feel like if the price got dropped down to at least $12, $10 we'd be pushing it. But $12, I believe in this industry, these TPU tubes can be a game changer from the regular black tubes. And I really think these are good. I still have a pair that's on my bike right now, and I've probably been riding on these same tubes for a month and have not had a puncture yet. And I'm talking about a puncture, like a needle or glass or stuff like that. I have not yet had a puncture. We're going to knock on wood. Come on. But overall, I think these TPU tubes are really good. So that's my opinion, my thoughts, and my experience and my review on these XR TPU tubes. Y'all know what it is, man. I want to catch y'all in the next episode, so make sure y'all ride fast, you ride smart, but you ride bold. Catch y'all.
I bet you thought you had me figured out, but no. I'm way too unpredictable. I'm so freaking dope. I make you flick your nose. I got tricks up my sleeve like here's a rose. Whoa, it should be evident. I am so elegant and focused on